cultivated this feeling of guilt and all that is into music, especially music playing with an instrument, like an old percussion instrument called tabla, Hindustani classical music. And it's really just two sets of drums and you're playing it with your hand. Yeah, it's like, and it comes from this rich, like, teacher-student type of knowledge transfer work, whether it's actually in learning how to play to learning even how to make these instruments, because there are no factories that make these instruments. They're literally handmade and made by people who've been making it for 3, 4, 5 generations. And so it's like really, it's been kind of, I've been very drawn to the history of it, to the art making of it, and then eventually getting my hands on it to then start to learn the alphabetics of it. And so that aspect of it, which is, if I've been growing strawberry like plants in the field, this is like I'm growing cactus now. And so the guilt is like, yo, like strawberries is what pays your bills. Why are you worried? Like, why are you doing cactus thing here? So there is so much excitement with it because that's where my curiosity and my draw is even has engaged me to do that. And then at the same time, I'm feeling like fear and like, especially of people judging me, all of that, like with it. Like the whole thing of like, okay, when I'm going to need to like, if I want to learn this, I got to like keep at it, like invest time in it, all of that. And say, what am I going to get with that? Like, shouldn't I be doing that into something else? All that. So it's like, that's the beauty of it. I think I have to lean into that. I have to experience those. And I have to do something despite it may not make sense.
Yeah. I remember the episode in which we talked about me being lazy and staying in a hammock?
Yeah.
It's a similar concept.
Mm-hmm.
We are creative creatures.
Yeah.
And I put you probably, you're got a good decent amount of creativity to you, right?
Mm-hmm. To my work even also. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's important to cultivate that aspect of yourself for a number of reasons. Learning an instrument, learning the languages, learning to paint, learning to draw, learning creative movement, it's neuroplasticity. You're growing your neurology, and I love the concept of neuroplasticity because in the things that we're applying that grow our neurology, that neurology becomes an infrastructure for new things to be built onto, right? Our motor neurology, the infrastructure of our motor neurology is also the infrastructure for all the other things that we do. Creativity, what we learn specific for tasks, for work, our ability to do specific things in work.
I think you're just saying even the aspect of learning new things, that in and itself, that neurology, you can take that to so like just everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I doubt you're spending 8 hours a day playing the drums. So like 10, 15 minutes a day, number one, isn't going to impede on other things all that much.
Yeah.
And it's important. It's important to have outlets like that. It's building neurology, but it's also blowing off steam.
Mm-hmm.
If everything is stress, I have to be productive in order to bring in revenue. Man, that's such a narrowing of just who we are.
Yeah.
We become so small, so rigid. We can be successful, but like, what's the quality of the life that you're living when you get to that last breath and you're looking back on your work? I grinded. I made a living and I paid all the bills. Doesn't feel like that doesn't feel like a good last breath.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's combined with I laughed, I played, I loved,
yeah,
I have a rich, like the richness of my experiences on top of that were provided for by it, like that would, but it's all that other stuff that makes that meaningful and worth it.
Yeah.
If all you got is that and you don't have those other things, I know people like that. I do not want that life. That does not appeal to me. It does not look like a very fulfilling and meaningful life.
Yeah.
Unless somebody's just extremely oriented in that way.
Yeah.
And I know there are people that way,
right.
so I don't judge it, but it's definitely not the life that I want. But the guilt, the judgment, there's social pressures on us. Right? There's social pressures by our families, by our partners, by society at large.
That is the fear of judgment that I feel. Yeah. Hey, if you enjoyed this clip, check out our full episode. This is season 1, episode 10. Leave a comment if you enjoyed the conversation. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. This is Smit, tuning out of TAOTalks.